And we begin tonight with the proposed near-total ban on abortion now is a step closer to becoming law. Thanks for joining us tonight after the game. I'm Lindsay Eaton. Now, that bill would ban abortion at all stages during pregnancy, except in cases of rape or incest, or when the mother's health is at a substantial risk. Now, tonight we have team coverage on the fallout from this decision. We start tonight with Fox 59 State House reporter Kristen Eskow, who has more on the debate in today's session.
Well, it was a close vote in the Senate. Lawmakers had just enough votes needed for the bill to pass. That came after more than 3 hours of discussion on the Senate floor.
Draw your attention to Senate Bill 1.
The boos and chants from hundreds of Hoosiers in the hallway could be heard inside the Indiana Senate chamber as lawmakers debated the proposed abortion ban.
Roll call shows 26 ayes, 20 nays. The bill has passed.
The bill barely passed after several hours of debate. All Democrats voted no, along with 10 Republicans.
Our First Amendment clearly said we should not advance any faith or oppress any faith.
We are considering dictating medical decisions with blinders on.
A few of the Republicans who voted no argued the ban goes too far, while others feel it doesn't go far enough. Some senators who voted yes said they weren't pleased with the proposal either.
It is with much difficulty that I am going to vote yes to move this bill forward so that we have the chance to protect life.
State Senator Sue Glick, the bill's author, acknowledged the divisions in the Republican supermajority amid the bill's narrow passage.
It shows me that everybody is conflicted.
Glick says she expects changes to be made to the bill as it heads to the House. She says she also hopes to see changes made to the $50 million social services bill the House will also consider.
I have a deep feeling that we need to do more wraparound services.
Meanwhile, Senate Minority Leader Greg Taylor is urging voters to keep this issue in mind at the ballot box.
Even if this bill somehow does not pass in the House, do you think after November it's not going to come up in January?
Lawmakers in the House will likely discuss the proposal next week. At the State House, Kristen Eskow, Fox 59 News.
As Kristen mentioned, there was a lot of activity just outside the Senate chambers. As you see right there, protesters making their voices heard. Our team coverage continues now with Fox 59's Max Lewis, who was there in the midst of the demonstrations.
There weren't as many protesters here at the State House as we had seen earlier in the week, but there is no doubt the crowd was passionate and clearly disappointed by the result of today's vote. Protesters outside the chamber yelled shame at senators as the body passed a near-total abortion ban.
My decision to have a child or not have a child has been stripped from me.
The crowd, made up entirely of people advocating for abortion rights, had been stationed outside the chamber all day, hoping to influence lawmakers to vote no.
It's definitely hard to go through all of this and watch our country go back in time.
Following the vote, tempers flared as Democratic Senator Greg Taylor escorted Republican Mike Young to the elevators. Indiana State Police had to intervene and put themselves between the protesters and the senators.
I'm not yet pissed off. I'm not yet angry, but I am it's very painful. It's very painful to know that I mean less than.
This bill is going to do irreparable harm to the lives of women in this state. It protects no one. It is unacceptable, it's unpopular, and I'm disgusted today.
Organizations like the ACLU were on hand today, saying it's prepared to continue fighting and is leaving the door open to a legal fight.
We're tracking this bill and we're going to use every single tool at our disposal, and we'll just keep an eye out.
Including the legal system?
Absolutely.
Along with Senate Democrats, other organizations like Women for Change are encouraging people to remember this vote on Election Day.
They may pass the restrictions now on our bodies, but they're not going to pass restrictions on the ballot box. And we're going to remember that come November.
While the bill makes its way through the House, the protesters we talked to said they're not giving up just yet.
I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for my daughter-in-laws. I'm going to fight for my grandchildren if I ever have them. It's not done. It's not done for me.
Our team was here at the State House all day, and believe it or not, we saw no anti-abortion protesters in the building today. You might remember Indiana Right to Life said earlier this week that they were opposed to Senate Bill 1 because it didn't go far enough, and today the group doubled down on that. In a statement, the organization said, quote, serious issues remain with Senate Bill 1, including loopholes that will allow most abortions to continue in Indiana and even a rollback on some protections that currently exist for the unborn. The statement went on to say, quote, we are hopeful these concerns will be fixed in the House and that Senate Bill 1 will become a bill we can support. At the Indiana State House, I'm Max Lewis, Fox 59 News.
Thanks so much, Max. Now, we have reached out to the governor's office for a statement on these developments. So far, we have not heard back.